but this is for you if you play Among Us and you want to draw some of the imposters, because let's face it, it's good to be off digital every now and also it's fun to draw these wee characters. I didn't realise how fun they were. So the way that you do any kind of drawing, even if that's looking at a figure, an action figure, or looking at an island, looking at a cityscape, you break it into shapes. So I'm using just a simple Sharpie for this. You can use one of the drawing pens if you want, because this verges into illustration and animation a little bit. So the way that I encourage you to do it is to start with the big, is it a visor? In the front. Okay, so that is just a rectangular shape. But today we're going to do a Viking, we're going to do a cowboy, and then we're going to do one with like a splat on his head. So I would love you to do the rectangle to begin with, and then think about the headgear. So the headgear in this guy is a Viking, so it goes along and back off the back of the rectangle a little bit, and it goes up into a point and then into another point. So it's a bit like a triangle, and you can make it a little bit wonkier. And then we're going to put horns, so they're just triangles on each side, one on one side, that's on the right side, and then one over here, and we can bring it in a little bit so that it's on the hat because he's turned around. Well done. And then we're going to bring down from just where the hat ends here, you're going to bring it down, and we're going to go along, and these are going to be his feet. So again, you're just bringing it down into a rectangle and across, and another one and across, and then you're going to bring it up and go up the side where his visor is there. And then all of these little backpacks. So again, you're just breaking that down. So just about halfway along where his visor is there, we're going to come out here and down, and it's just like another little box, a little backpack on his back. So a really cool thing to do is if you have a thick pen like this, you can go over it. So it just makes it stand out a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to go around his visor, nice and thick. If you're using a pencil, just double that up. Awesome. So he's a little Viking. So let's go on to the next one. You can tighten those lines up. That just means make them a little bit stronger. You can also colour it in. I'm sure it'd be grey somewhere, and the hat could be a brown colour, and you can do green for the horns. I'm going to make a little tiny one now. So if we think about it again, how we started it, we started with the visor. So a little rectangle. Okay? And then think of the hat. So this one's going to be a bit like a cowboy or just like a hat of some version. I saw one guy here. So he's going to just rest it on top. Just a really simple, chunky hat. And we're always making them stay to one side a little bit so that you feel like they're a little bit more 3D. So when you shift that back, if you look at my other video about 3D shapes, it's just about shifting ever so slightly so that the eye has an illusion in it. And then we're going to come down a little bit in on the hat and down, and then make our nice chunky legs, like two little rectangles up and back up to where the visor meets. And then remember his little backpack. So down a little bit, about halfway down where the visor is, across the body and down. And again, you could fill that in nice and thick. So let's do our last one now. Another little guy over this side, and we're going to do one with like a splat on his head. I'm sure you could tell me what that means. Sorry kids, my own kids, that I don't know what that means. Hopefully I will by the end of this video. But we're going to start it exactly the same way. By now you've got used to it. We start with the visor, then the hat, then the body, then the backpack. So start with our rectangular visor. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then this splat on the head is going to come over from the side just like a normal hat and up, and then it's like a banana skin really. And then we're going to come down outside of that and back for our legs. Okay, and again the backpack, so along halfway down. And let's fill it in because you can see how much stronger it is when we've got the thicker lines. Well done. So there's your simple Among Us imposters. I'd love to see how you get on. Please send them through to me. And if this is my most liked video of all time, what am I going to do? Please subscribe for more of my YouTube tutorials and keep drawing, keep active. This doesn't take very long and it's much better than having your head stuck in the game itself.